Porsha Williams coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta? That's false. But Porsha Guabadia is in the building. See y'all. Mwah.
And there you have it. Miss Porsha Williams is returning to Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I gotta know how y'all feel about that. I'm not as excited as a lot of people are. Like, Porsha's coming back. Yeah, say the franchise, girl. Um, I want Porsha to keep it real about that marriage, because when she did Porsha Family Matters, it seemed like she was doing more deflecting and trying to make it about her family and less about that marriage. And I do feel like they're gonna bring her back and let her kind of play in our face a little bit, and we're gonna tune in and see. I don't see Kenya really holding her accountable. I feel like they're gonna try to be cool, but I think they can't be cool because I don't think Kenya can go a long time with Porsha playing in her face. So they're gonna have some issues, I feel.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm not excited about Porsha coming back at all. People were sending it to me, and I was like, wrong road. She could have just stayed on. For me, honestly, I was a Porsha fan when she was on the show, but as soon as Porsha showed her ass on Porsha's Family Mess, and then soon after that, I felt like I didn't even finish Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, but I felt like she had begun to show her ass on there, coupled with Giselle, coupled with the girls from Salt Lake City kissing her ass. It was kind of giving me the dynamics of what it would be like if she came back to Real Housewives of Atlanta with new girls, feeling like they got to bow down to Porsha because she's a long time Atlanta fave. Yeah, you know what I mean? So she was even like, she had said some comment in the first episode when they assigned her a room on Ultimate Girls Trip. And she was like, they gave her the nicest room. And she was like, look at what y'all trying to do. Look, y'all trying to do this for me. Y'all like basically playing in their face like, oh, y'all must really want me back. And I feel like she gonna come on the show with that type of behavior. I feel like she gonna end up producing. I feel like she gonna be low key. I feel like I'm going to not stand her as much as I can't stand Giselle. But we shall see. We really should. And I really hope that Kenya don't, they try to create this fake freaking frat, because I've seen them in each other's comments recently. And I think it's like, oh, okay, nobody's here to be the buffer for us. We ain't got Candy. We don't know who else we got. We might just be the only two OGs. So let's go ahead and, play nice over Instagram. So when these cameras come, we can act like we not new to this.
They're going to use the daughters again.
Yes, they're going to use the daughters again. So I'm not here for Porsha.
I'm not either. I'm not excited about it at all, girl, at all. And it's because, for one, I feel like you're gonna continue to fake the funk with that relationship, because no relationship is perfect, and y'all be over there faking and fucking fronting. Even that little, but Porsha Guabadia, girl, give us a motherfucking break. Williams, Guabadia, it doesn't even matter. It's the same bitch, and you gonna come on the show and give everybody your ass to kiss like baby Nene because you think that's the position that you hold, because these people that made you feel so valuable because they was able to give you Candy's check. So I hope you work for it. I'll say that. I hope you work for it. But something makes me feel like you're going to have a lot of, I'm not going to give her a moment. She wants a moment. Like, she going to be doing that all season. So
walking out of scenes. Yep. Walking out of scenes. And, I feel like you're right, because in addition to everything you said, Porsha is actually coming back as an actual housewife. So you really ain't going to be able to tell her SHI, no matter who the man is, she's coming back as that. And then they gave her that deal with the scripted deal. So to know that she
Bravo
got
gave
all
her the
of that
deal.
Yeah, I believe it was NBC Universal. Universal gave her that. So I guess she can put content on Peacock or Bravo or anything I guess they may own. So yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I don't do shit Porsha is gonna do though. Like, all you do is get on reality shows. You don't do shit. You can't even dress now that you don't work with Jami anymore. So I don't know what exactly you're gonna do that's going to be interesting for scripted TV. You can't act, you can't sing. Like, no disrespect, but Porsha lives in La La Land. So I'm just kind of wondering.
You just said all that and said no disrespect.
I know she did. She went in. She done chewed this lady up, and then gonna say no disrespect.
It's not to be disrespectful. It's just to be honest. Like, she lazy, she do shit, but get on reality shows. Like, And to me, there's a level of I just got to show up and do a job. I know what the job is. I show up and do the job. There's no real creativity to the situation.
So you
that's
don't
why
think
I'm wondering what type of scripted shit do you think you gonna come up with?
it's gonna be something that Simon gonna come up with?
It's gonna be Simon's idea, and
You made that.
I
Go.
don't think that she gonna hire. Somebody in the comments said she gonna hire her husband. Y'all, let's be for real. Simon wants to be seen. Simon is gonna be on
Especially he
camera.
lost the weight. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Simon is gonna want to be seen. I
Well,
guarantee
he won't
y'all.
be fake Tide. He won't be fake Tide. Now they gonna copy and paste Candy and Tide's motto after they didn't. Girl,
So y'all didn't like Flatline?
I did. I like Flatline.
Bondy
that?
said that lady can't sing. You don't like Flatline?
She really can't sing, but
What's
I did
that?
like Flatline.
That was her song. I think. Didn't Candy write that song or help or something?
yes,
Maybe not, but
Porsha struggles through songs. Yes. Do I feel like she can actually sing? No. She's
it's
still
giving
struggling.
Flatline on the vocals.
The
That
vocals
makes
are
sense.
weak. They're shaking, and it's not because of vibrato. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Amazing
Listen,
grace.
when her and Shamia,
Girl.
when her and Shamia went and sang the Star Spangled Banner, bitch, I was on the floor. I said, Shamia don't really like you. It's given she knew you was gonna sound bad. She knew you was gonna embarrass yourself because she practiced with you, and she still let you do it anyway.
I thought
And
she
you
was
think
a
that
bit.
means y'all friends, huh?
I thought she was a bit better. You know, everybody can sing the national anthem.
Can they?
No, no.
I
I was trying to help.
Yeah,
No, you can't. Yeah, you're right.
That's
I
why
think
everybody
Shamia
thinking
did
they
that
can
part.
sing Amazing Grace. That's why they always want to choose. And I'm singing Amazing Grace. I'm like, ah, fuck. they
Well,
can't
when
sing.
you harmonize, most people can harmonize even if you can't sing, right?
No, people can't hear it.
Damn, hell, I ain't got no vocal experience.
They can't hear it. They can't hear the They can't hear it.
And Barry sing.
I can't wait to see where her reads are though, because I know she got her note cards ready for when somebody say something about their husband.
I'm just
But
looking forward
Porsha,
to seeing her ass because I know that's what she gonna bring to the table. Most of all, is a tight dress and her ass.
That bitch look good though. I'm sorry, like Porsha, you might get on my nerves a bit, girl. But I was like, Porsha look good.
she does.
It's the
And
abs.
I mean, the
for me.
pictures have been looking good.
Listen, I'm the lesbian that Porsha would have been able to have her little one night stand with that wouldn't have said nothing, you know, not like Candy got to tell everybody that you kissed her and stuff.
I cannot. I cannot.
I'd have kept it to myself, bitch.
I cannot. Okay. So as we speak on Real Housewives, right? Y'all do know that Miss Phaedra Parks is also in discussion to come back to the show as well. And I've been seeing people talk about, oh, we about to possibly get freaking Frack back. I will say this. If they bring Phaedra back, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if y'all sit Marlo down and bring Phaedra, we're not going to trip. We know that she's over there on Married to Medicine. Let's be honest. It doesn't make sense for her to be on Married to Medicine. It makes sense for Housewives, especially if you're going to bring Apollo over there so we can get into some things. I'm here for that.
I'm not, simply because she has been ganking the piss out of us since she left Real Housewives of Atlanta. Every time she pops up on a reality show, she gives you nothing real. And all she does is a funny little cute one-liner, which is why if she's a friend to the show, it works. But if she actually comes on the show, she's not going to give us her life that much. How many cute little scenes are you going to be able to have with your sons, girl? Come on. You know what I'm saying? And on Traders, it's good. It's a different type of show. But actually having to show her life and be vulnerable in a way where she's not being praised, I don't think that's something that Phaedra can do. And she hasn't been able to do that since the Apollo situation. So I just kind of feel like at this point, we no longer need people that are on reality shows for back in the day before they figured out the formula. No, we need
nostalgic ass shit. We don't need that.
No, we don't need that. We need people that's actually don't know what the fuck going on and just want to be here. Like,
yep.
That's what we need.
Not in control of what they're able to kind of show.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, it's like they're the ones that's the producers. And I would feel away as a producer, to be honest. If their check is bigger than mine and they over there being able to move how they want to move, and I'm over here trying to do my job and I'm not getting paid half as much.
Low
What
key,
y'all got me here for?
I think that's why Salt Lake City has been good this last season, because you got a
Mhm.
lot of new people on there. Well, I know they're not new. This is their third season, but the women are not like seasoned reality TV vets. Like they come
Mhm.
on the TV shows and things just kind of
And they're
happen.
white women. That's another thing. White women don't have shame. They don't have the shame that black women have when it comes to these reality shows. Think
That's
about
why
it.
Mary can't stand that.
Exactly. Black women feel like they got to be like a representation of their people. So they can't just come on here and act the ass. You know, they can't just
Mhm.
respond. They have to look a certain way. White people feel like, bitch, as long as I got money, ain't really shit you could tell me. I'm white and
I
rich.
see that.
So
Yes,
they can have all of these because they have the hugest fucking scandals on the show. Like
I
they
see that.
accuse each other of crazy shit. Like Meredith accused Jen's friend. What's the girl, the Grecian girl whose name escapes me already? The new girl.
The sister Monica.
Monica,
No, not that one. The new one who was
Angie.
Angie K. She said Angie K threatened to kill her family. Like I was like, she threatened to kill your like what? She said she threatened to kill me and my family. She read the list of shit off that Angie K has said to her.
Angie that was sitting at the reunion.
Yes. You know they think
Saying
they were saying
Angie.
that Angie K is in the Greek mafia, and and the way Angie K responded, I was like, bitch, that's a political response.
What'd she say?
It was like, I have a reputable business. I'm very influential in my community. Like I'm not a part of any kind of criminal organization. I run a great business. You know, I'm good in my community. Like as soon as you start talking about your business and how good you are in the community, I instantly feel like, yeah, there's some truth to that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. You got to dispute.
yeah,
You got to lower her credibility.
for
Yes.
sure.
Like she got
Monica,
to give shit to the kids during, the holidays. She give away
yeah,
turkeys like the drug dealers.
she did. She went that far to deflect.
Nah, she ain't go that far,
Oh,
but
I
she
was going to
did
say,
say, like,
whoa.
no, she went on for a while. I'm being
Mhm.
funny, but she went on a nice little way talking about everything she's done, her business, and how this is, really tried to tear her down and all of that type of shit. But no, it's absolutely giving mob wives on some slick shit. Like,
I can see
Mm.
her doing that.
yeah,
But this
Angie.
is why I don't want Phaedra back.
Okay.
We don't need the nostalgia. I feel like if y'all are gonna do a recast, don't try to have half the girls be from previous, from this is where we were at the peak. You just can't recreate shit like
right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they only got, like, to be honest, I feel like they had one more shot to get this right. And if they fuck up with the casting this season and it's bad again, I
Mm-hmm.
don't see them recovering to the point to where we're like, 2 years later, everybody's like, okay, let's just see all new girls. You got one shot to get this right, and Phaedra is not it.
Hopefully they bring on some like real rich. Like I don't want to see Porsha as the only one that's rich by way of her husband or whatever. I want to
Really
see some
rich.
other like bossed up and educated. You know what I'm saying? Like, my
Did you hear
husband, doctor. I'm a doctor. So what?
Candy said one of her friends is talking to them?
Which
Did you hear
one?
that? She didn't say her friend's name because she didn't want to get her in trouble, but she talked about it on Speak on It.
So I
And
wonder
I
if it
had
was
a feeling,
Gail.
Gail. I
The
wonder
the
if it
lady
is.
from TikTok
Yeah,
that's been exposing her husband for cheating.
yeah, I saw that.
Huh. Well, yeah, Candy been talking to one of her friends.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. I do not want to see that white lady.
I don't want to
What
see her
happened?
either. Keep her where she at.
Italy?
Kim Zolciak, talking about she filming.
Oh, hell no. They might as well throw the whole show away.
I'm gonna tell you, I might not watch the episodes that
Well,
if she's on the show. The
you
only
know
reason I
what?
said is you don't get to talk about these black women the way you did, talking about you the only one dumb enough to sit on the stage with them, and then you're gonna come back to them because you need a check because you didn't gamble
Facts.
all of you and your fucking husband's money away with your trailer park ass. No,
Facts.
she need to go get on one of them white shows. She needs to go and
Yes.
find her people. She don't need to come back to the black people and get a checkup off for us just because this is where she used to be.
Get her back on her own show.
No.
Tardy for the bills.
Okay.
Not tardy for the party.
Because y'all should have had the fucking show while all this shit was going on.
Oh, a lot of people are saying it's Ming Lee. Y'all know who that is? I know who she is.
Yeah, I know who she is. She do hair. I think she used to date Rick Ross at one point. She
I
was
don't
real
know if
cool
I'm gonna
with
like that
Karen Civil.
dynamic. The only reason why is because I know that she real cool with both Porsha and Kenya, and if that's gonna be one team versus another team, I'm not here for it already. We gonna
That
see.
should be interesting.
I
Yeah, we will see.
at all.
All right, y'all. So, anything else on the ladies of Housewives? Oh, I did have one quick question. Who do y'all think has the better comeback with Bravo? Sheree because she keeps returning to the same show, or Phaedra because she's returned to one franchise and might be able to hop back over to her same one?
Sheree. Period.
Would y'all like to see
Sheree.
her again? I don't want to see Sheree no more.
No, we don't want to see her again, but it was better than Phaedra's comeback. Add the Martell
Because it related with the cast.
and she made herself like the, you know, the star of the show, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it wasn't even really about her, but she still made it about her. And that is a better comeback than Phaedra. Phaedra ain't been able to make shit about her over there.
Oh my.
And then on top of that, I just wanted to see her house. So there's that.
I think the thing with Phaedra, the thing that's scary about Phaedra and not good for reality TV to me is we never saw her even acknowledge the shit that she did to Candy. Like on the reunion, she's so much disassociated from what she did with what was going on and sat there and looked at everybody like they was crazy. And I just feel like you can't really work with nobody who's not going to give you anything. Like at least Sheree will sit outside of a cafe waiting for a man that's never going to show up, you know? Like that will give us TV. Phaedra won't do that. So I think the better comeback is Sheree because she's going to give you TV.
So right. You are so right. Because now I'm thinking about, remember how when everything was being exposed, how Phaedra sat up there, didn't know what to say, went over there to apologize to Porsha or whatever.
Anything.
She kind of did the same thing on Married to Medicine when they were sitting in the room getting ready to tell Quad she got to go. And then when she was sitting at the table and Heavenly and Quad was going back and forth, she makes this face. Well, I was just, like, I'm like, Phaedra, girl.
That's why they made her a traitor. That's why they made her a traitor on Traitors. She was the first traitor that they nominated, and that's because they know how she moved. So I don't think
good at it. She's the best fucking traitor on the show.
I gotta watch it. How many episodes in?
Oh, I think like
I don't know. I just started watching.
I have to binge it.
It might be like 6. I think I've watched all of them at this point.
I don't even know what it's about, so I might have to check that out.
It's like a murder mystery type of thing where you have to get who the traitor is. Somebody gets murdered, and you have to figure out, who murdered them. Like it's a
like that thing New York was on when she read the dog fuck out that other person.
House of Villains.
Yes, kind of like that. Okay,
it's kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But they be wrong all the time. They always like this person is a traitor, and they be dead ass wrong. It's like only 3 traitors. And Phaedra is like head traitor in charge. Last episode, they tried to call her out, and she ate that motherfucker up. Okay, when I tell you,
I need to watch it.
By the time she was like, "How does that make any sense?" And then, like, you didn't really have to say anything because the dude finished running it about, how he, she, says something to the people. As soon as they're about to get kicked off the show, she'll go and try to like woo them as if that meant something. But it almost kind of seemed like he was trying to say, it seems like who's going to get kicked off before they get kicked off, but he didn't really have any evidence to prove it. So she was able to back him down.
You talking about Peter from The Bachelor? The one where she said that I'm not okay. That's why I started watching the show, because I'm trying to get to that point. But it just don't feel like a show to me that I can binge. I watched the first 2 episodes. Now I just want to skip to the last one, like the latest one.
Oh, child.
She wore his ass out on that last episode, boy. It was hilarious because she really got to grandstand and have this superior attitude. She absolutely is right. It was hilarious.
And then Sheree went up for her. Sheree basically was Porsha.
Sheree on there too?
Yes.
Yeah. Barely doing anything.
Blind loyalty, just there being pulled by the other housewives that are there.
Yes. Sheree went up for her. Like, I don't think y'all should, say that about Phaedra just because the show we was on. Whole time Sheree don't know she a traitor. And Phaedra sitting there, and it reminded me of when she sat on that stage with Porsha. acting like she didn't know a fucking thing. And that's why they made her a traitor. Like, that says so much about Phaedra and who she is. So,
Thank you for the super chat.
I was trying to remember, but I don't be remembering none of these people's names. He was on Survivor, and he was on Survivor like 3 or 4 times or some shit like that.
No, CT was on the challenge.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. I thought I saw his name circulating. Is he on the
show too?
He has to be a traitor.
But
no, he's not.
It's Phaedra, the Dan dude, and it's this other white girl whose name I forgot already. Because her name
or something like that.
Pavati. Yes, Dan and Pavati. And Dan just went home. Dan from Big Brother. That's what I thought.
How y'all feel about New York joining the cast? No, thank you.
She's way too over the top theatrical.
Animated.
Yeah, we need regular people. I did say I felt like Tamar would be good on there.
I think so too.
Especially
Tamar on Real Housewives.
Yeah, because she's not gonna do it, especially not at Braxton Family Values is coming back. But I thought she would be good because she had, especially when Candy was still gonna be there. And also in doses. Like, we used to get Tamar way too much. Like, I feel like on Real Housewives, we will only get her in doses, mostly getting her in moments with other people where she'll get into conflict. And Tamar's so crazy, her conflict is genuine. Even though it's stupid, it's genuine conflict because she's crazy. So,
do you think this show could potentially grow her?
No. I think if Iyanla and her sisters and her mama couldn't grow her, then I don't think that's going to happen with a group of strangers who she sees as a check. I think she'll come in and play the victim and play her role. And she'll pop back when she needs to pop back in all this extra shit because she know ain't nobody going to hit her. But I feel like Tamar would get into it with people consistently and it wouldn't be fake. Like when Marlo gets into it with people and it's just because she wants to have a moment so she can solidify herself on the show. Tamar will just like honestly be having these nutcase moments.
Girl, y'all so messy for this. I'm talking about something. JR would be a messy housewife. Child, he would.
He would come ready to film.
Okay, come on, Peter Jr. Okay, Peter dipped in white chocolate. Thank you.
I hope they no shade, but I hope that they get some women on the show with husbands that are ready to film, because I think that's what makes the magic of Married to Medicine sometimes. And for all we know right now, all we got is Simon.
That's true, and he ain't gonna really use the buck anyway. You know how he like to just sit there and not say nothing, just walk around.
I think he'll get into. I think he wants to be seen, and I think that he will.
I think he want to be seen, but not in that way, especially after her show. I think he knows how he can look bad on a reality show. So I don't think he wants to be seen too much. I think he wants to float in, oh, I love you, I'm a good husband, and then float out.
I don't think that he's the type of person that has the mental awareness of him looking bad.
You don't think so?
No.
Not with Porsha.
No.
Porsha not gonna let that happen.
He's done how many hours of therapy that he thought was good enough? No. I don't see that.
Hollering.
But he will turn the comments off on his Instagram when he know everybody gonna be tearing that ass up.
Yikes. Help us through it. Anything else on Real Housewives?